remember being possessed by a ghost that one time.
Sorry about the badger bites. You might have some new interesting scars.
Well, it's better than the alternative. Thank you.
It was the very least I could do. And at least nobody killed you this time, G.
Yeah, it makes a very pleasant change. We're not doing very well at not killing each other. Or maybe we are doing a good job of not killing each other. But we seem to be certainly suffering from, I would say self-inflicted, but party-inflicted wounds.
Let's just communally agree that we hate ghosts.
Yes, I definitely don't like them.
Yep. Motion passed. Ghosts suck.
Speaker. Apologies, but also, were you aware that there was a ghost attached to that ship head?
A ghost? No, that's been there for years. I just thought it looked freaky. That's what, but I just thought it was a figurehead.
Yes, apparently she has been feeding the townsfolk interesting and partially useful information, and also trying to kill people.
Oh, did she? Should I do something?
I don't fucking know. Ayla, you seem like you're an expert on this.
On what exactly?
Dead people? Ghosts? Holy shit. I don't know, it sounds like something you'd be good at.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but okay. Let me see. What do I know about ghosts, DM?
I mean, you can do a religion check.
Alright. I hold my symbol of the storm. Actually, no, fuck the storm. I'm doing this one myself. So ignore the +3, so that is just a 6.
Okay. I mean, you probably like I don't know if you know as a player, but like
I don't know anything as a player.
Okay, so you probably have the information in your head. Just after being attacked by badgers, it's not coming to you right now.
All I know about ghosts is that they are terrible, and I don't want to see one ever again.
Right. Fair. Look, I'm going to leave whatever the fuck you're going to do here on out to you guys. For now, we have other things to deal with.
First of all, we're getting paid for this. We just took care of a ghost for you, Mr. Town Speaker, so, cough up.
And the hag.
Speaker just looks at you. I mean, there was no request.
I guess we're just that good at our jobs.
Considering this was right next to your fucking office, I feel like you should be a little bit more prudent about who you keep in your good books.
You can do like a persuasion if you want.
Ooh,
Would he get advantage because I'm helping?
Yeah, both of you made good points. You can decide who rolls.
You do it.
Yeah. Alright. Persuasion. And I'm doing it with advantage?
Sure.
Alright. 16.
Oh, I mean, you can. He sort of looks around. Don't really. I mean, you can use town hall as a place to stay if you want. We have a good library upstairs if you wanted to read stuff. Lots of interesting
have a-
information.
Alcohol cabinet somewhere in this place.
Our guards downstairs, they probably have a reserve. I told them not to bring it into work, but I am sure they make time for it when they have to look after this place at night.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Sure, whatever. Let's go into your office. We're bleeding out on the floor here, and we need to take care of some business with you.
Sure. And he goes in. I'll reveal the rest of it.
As we're approaching the door, I'm just going to lean over to Ayla.
I'm going to lean away.
I feel like you would be better at talking. Plus, I should probably patch up some more of those wounds that I created on you. You don't look too good.
Thanks, Rayon.
Just pause for a second. Look at G. I said something wrong, didn't I?
Maybe you tried to kill her?
Yeah, I feel like that's a
but then
common theme.
again, that's what you do to all of us.
I
So the speaker actually probably has a bottle under his desk for special occasions, and he brings it out as a thank you as well, and pours a glass for everyone.
I am just gonna patch Ayla up and use up another healer's kit usage.
I think Ava's not going to allow you to do that. Yeah, no. She'll go, don't, with all due respect, Rayon, don't.
What?
I don't really feel like. No. I'll patch myself up later.
Is it because of the badgers?
What?
Nothing. Okay.
No, it's not because of the fucking badgers.
He just sits down in his chair and just slumps a little and just looks dejectedly down at the ground. Okay.
So, what did why are you here? What have you brought for me?
We found out what happened to those missing fishermen.
Oh, and as I do not have heard of any fishermen coming back, I assume it is not good news.
Is there the good news in the north? No, they're dead. But they've been given a good burial.
Yes. They were, you could say they had a wet funeral. It wasn't necessarily water that they were, sent off in, but it was close.
I'm not sure what you mean, but as long as they did not suffer.
They did not suffer, I say. Lying. This guy doesn't need to know what happened.
I'm going to pull out the hag's head. This is the culprit. Thankfully dealt with now.
He recoils in disgust. Ah!
A hag called Maud. Your ghost gave us that tip.
Oh, I don't know what to say. I find out there is a ghost and a hag, and now they're both gone.
Yeah, that's what we do. We get rid of things.
Thank you very much. I, hey, you can stay in the town for free. You no longer have to pay for any lodgings or food.
Speaking of food, Ayla,
Right on.
fine. How is the food situation here in East Haven?
It is grim. If I must be honest, I hope we are in dire straits. I cannot hide it any longer. In fact, I was just in discussions with the captain yesterday. I'm afraid we might have to implement the lottery, such as Brinchander has.
You're joking, right?
No, we are desperate.
Or the desperate.
Stupid, more like. What would that even achieve? Other than thinning your workforce.
The workforce is already thin, but I've been speaking to the speaker at Brinchander. She said after the first lottery, their fortunes turned around. No storms for 30 days. And they were able to they were able to yield more food, or yield food at all, is actually the major consequence of what happened.
Superstitious shit. If you know what goes on in the other 10 towns, right?
What do you mean?
You've heard news about them, heard reports about them.
Yes, there is communication between all the speakers.
Do you think any of them need further assistance? Something that perhaps you can lend them?
I don't think there's a town in 10 towns that does not need assistance. We're all struggling.
But is there something you can lend to all of them? Some kind of offering other than a ritualistic sacrifice?
I don't think there's anything we can spare. Again, it's quite dire.
You got people. You could use them.
If you could spare something, what would you do?
You make a good point, and he points to the G. Manpower is probably the best that we have. 700 people here in East Haven.
Look to Ayla and G.
That's
Sounds
it.
like this.
It's a lot of people. I mean, you can do a lot of things with 700 people.
Especially if your resources were freed up.
Yeah.
Brinchander sounds like they're doing
The last
fine.
thing you want to
They
do
don't
is
need help.
I mean, yeah, its place is frozen, but they can still. You should be able to do a lot with that. Ice fishing and stuff like that. I don't know how it works, but I know you do, Rayon. So, there's all these sorts of things that these folks should be able to do to get themselves fed, even in a frozen situation like this. And as Bunny's proven, there's plenty of wildlife out there still.
Your people just need the energy and the know-how.
Yeah.
Ayla, what do you think?
Determined to do this lottery, why don't you offer yourself up as the first month as an incentive?
If I would gladly offer myself up, but I don't think the others would let me. They have chosen me as a leader. And to be frank, I'm afraid this might turn into anarchy without a clear head of the town.
If you start sacrificing people, it will become anarchy.
To the others, have we made our minds?
Mm.
I honestly can't decide.
What do you think, G?
Look, there's a lot of people here. Anything that we did is only going to be, if we were to do anything that could help, it's only going to be temporary. Because at the end of the day, there's too many people here for us to all sort out, even if we used certain things which we know we could. So if you are serious about wanting to do something helpful, we probably should look more deeper into the this whole situation around this bloody frozen winter that's going on. I mean,
Great.
if things are going to get worse, whatever we do around here, it ain't going to get better.
Da. Agree.
And even if we had the means of, say, feeding a couple of hundred people, who do you decide who you're going to feed and who's going to starve? Just the way you two have been, I would say, just let that idea stew for a while and, focus on the bigger picture.
Let it stew for a while. Is that a pun?
Only a little one. Yeah, but look, you know what? These people, we could help them for a bit. So what? They're still going to starve to death. All you're doing is delaying it.
Or buying them time.
Buying them what? More time to starve? More time to freeze?
He's
Sort
right.
out. If you sort out the winter problem, then surely they'll, and that opens up the fishing and the trade routes and stuff. Then they can get the food they need themselves. So you can sit here and help a few, and and then maybe they'll die slower, or you can just we can get out of here and see if we can help solve the big problem. Yeah, some are going to die, but they're going to die whether we stay here or not.
Less will die if we help, and this might buy us more time to fix the
Will they? If this winter stays we can keep on dying, mate.
I am aware, but less people will die. We're still solving the problem, or at least try to. In the meantime, though, this could buy time.
I think
Once
G is right. We need to focus on the big picture.
that doesn't mean we don't have to help them.
We are helping them.
You mean you know where I stand, Ayla. I'll let you make the call.
I just don't think that you can fix every problem by putting a cloak around it. You need to find a way to make it not winter.
With that cloak, it's a difference between life and death for that child. One little spark, sure. But who knows how many we'll need.
I'm back. Sorry. I dropped off. Yeah, look, Ryan, it's, if there's a major bonfire and it's burning someone's house down, you can stand there and pee on it, mate. It'll help. But you're better off getting the buckets out, aren't you?
We will still do that, but I don't see any other use for this. You get me? I think this is our best option.
Let's do it. I disagree. I mean, the moment like I said, we've said before, the moment you open that can of worms up here, I mean, you'll have the people themselves fighting over it. And then the word gets out to a neighbouring town, and they'll be down here with every man that they can muster to take it off them, because they're going to want it for themselves. That's a great way of starting a war. I mean, look at it. Mo and I, we've both been through that sort of thing with our cultures and our backgrounds. I mean, you guys have as well up here, I would imagine, in your culture. If a neighbouring tribe's got something that you guys want, what do? Just leave it with them? Or do the fittest take it?
I leave this choice up to you. I look to Ayla. I have to go. I can't do this.
Where are you going?
To drink.
It's not a bad idea. Alright, we're all too sober to make a decision.
Yeah, it's a very bad situation. Well, my opinion's not going to change, folks. It's it's up to you to work out, you three, to work out whether you want to start a war or not.
I remember Mo said, or Ben said, that he would play to whatever we decide. Looks like Ayla's the swing vote.
Fucking shit.
Character development.
Ah! Alright, Mr. Speaker, whereabouts are the guards? Where do the guards hang out? Where can I find the guard's secret stash of booze?
Downstairs. And he points outside. That'll lead you to the dungeons, where we keep many criminals, but there's no criminals left, so it's just empty cages. Yeah, just head down there, and you can meet the guards.
Thank you. I'm going to go down and relieve the guards of however much alcohol I can carry.
Rayon, shall we?
Yeah. We need a rest. And I'm far too fucking sober.
Yeah, well, we can do something about that.
Yeah, let's get shit-faced with guards and sleep in the barracks.
Sure. Ayla, when you're going down to see the guards, you probably overhear them talking. They sound very worried. So there's like 4 of them, and I guess you could probably like hear them just like playing cards. And one of them is talking about the lottery. She's saying, don't hear it from me. I don't say you heard it from me, but Prudence was gossiping, and apparently the lottery is being introduced soon. And then all of them, there's like some of them are shocked, and some of them are like, as expected.
Is it just Ayla who hears that, or?
Oh, I assume it was just Ayla that went down to get it. But if all of you went to go down,
We'll all be going down.
Okay, yeah, you would all hear it.
Just digging my nails into my palm, and just there's like a small trickle of blood. I take 1 damage and pass out. No.
All right, who's got whiskey, vodka, whatever?
Oh, hello. You could see that there's bottles like of whiskey probably already out, like they're playing cards, and then they quickly hide it. Oh, you didn't say anything.
I did, so I'm confiscating it. Give it here.
Oh, okay. And then he just hand it over.
Well, that'll do for a start, but what happens when that's gone?
Yeah, and I've still got an extra hand, so, I'm already hiding the rest of it.
They look at you. That's all we've got.
We'll share. Don't worry.
I'm going
Thank you,
to
Ayla.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and make harmless tremors around me. I said, where's the rest of it?
Yeah, I mean, you could do intimidation.
Eating.
So they all sort of like trip over. No, really. We've been drinking that so we wouldn't have to. So our family could eat the food, and we've been staving off hunger with alcohol. That's really all we have left.
I can't even get drunk in this town without feeling like shit.
Guys, we're burning time, and if we're burning time, they're going to be burning people. So, what are we going to do?
They wouldn't have to.
Let me think on it, okay? Give me tonight. I've been fucked up by some badges. I really want to finish this bottle. I'll make a decision in the morning, okay?
Let's go back to the inn. They'll have more booze there. Get fucked up and think on it.
I'm gonna take a really big swallow of this and then give the bottle back to them.
They sort of like take it, but apprehensively, scared that you might hurt them.
I'm going to return to the inn, buy a cask of ale, however much that costs.
Geez, I always forget the prices for these things. It's probably a gold.
Okay, I will spend 1 gold, get a cask of ale, and I will. Honestly, I plan on bringing it back to the gods and drinking with them. I'll also ask for a pot of soup.
Yeah, they'll have that available. Yeah, I think I would. You would probably be able to tell they keep the inn and the tavern supplied because it's probably like acting as a like a kitchen for those that are struggling. So, you know, if you go there, like probably some families go there for dinner, and they wouldn't be charged by the inn owner.
Look at the others too. You two stay here. Drink to whatever your fill is. I'm going back to the barracks. I want to talk to those guards. Get to know them. See what kind of people they are and what the fuck is going on here. And I want to be alone. And I walk away.
Hmm.
Alright, G. I guess it's just you and me.
Yep. First one to the bottom loses their mind, not loses anything else.
Drink.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Honestly, G, I don't know what to do.
It's like I said, you're not going to make it better for you. We can't do anything that's going to make it better for them. Anything we do is only, short-term fix. You may as well go, you may as well send Ryan out into for all the good it's going to do. You may as well send Ryan out into the forest and get him to badger, bag a couple of rabbits. That's all it's going to do is feed a few people for a short period of time. Only way if you want to solve this, the only way you're going to solve it is to get to the bottom of this winter situation. And we're going to need to do it as well, because otherwise we're going to get into the same situation ourselves.
Who knows how long it will take? The town might be starved, or would have
you know what?
sacrificed half of them by then.
And if you have, at least you've saved half. If you stand around here, how many of them are going to say, and it takes, a season, 2 seasons, and then half the town's dead anyway because you've only been able to save half of them, if that. And then you're still in the same boat because the winter still hasn't ended. Yeah, and and this is without even me being selfish for a change. Our little gig up the road there. We're not going to get many people buying our stuff if the winter keeps going on like this. So we're not even going to make money out of that.
I did notice that you were the first to suggest the bigger picture. You're turning a new leaf.
No, I'm just conscious of that it's going to hit us just as badly at some point. If the food runs out, the first people on the menu tend to be the strangers, not your neighbour. And we've been, well, most of us are strangers.
You're too small. There's barely any meat on you.
Mo and I will be the first ones to go look at us. Neither of us are exactly popular, and with our history, zero chance. Oh my God, look at it! Rayon's already nearly taken me out once.
Do you think he's actually a cannibal?
No, if he is, it's a very bad one. Because he hasn't managed to kill any of us yet. No, I just look. It's like those monsters that we found with that bloody disease where they're all fungus and stuff. I'm not. It's self-preservation. If self-preservation can be bigger than just what I see in front of my face. And if this winter keeps going on and getting worse, it's going to get bad for everybody. That includes us. For me, it's we've got to find out something about it. Someone's got to know something about what's going on. I mean, I know we've been given this one about that dwarven place, but I don't even know if that's even linked to this. I just don't even know where to start.
Usually when I need guidance, I go and pray.
Well, go do that if that's what works for you. But I think we need to get some sort of thing going here, because you know what? They're willing to give us free food at the moment and free accommodation. The moment the free food runs out, are we the next ones in the pot?
All right, well, I'll go and see if the Stormlord's being chatty. Try not to get too drunk without me.
No, I'll just
or
be.
Do what you like, I don't care.
Yeah, there'll be plenty left for you.
All right, I'm going to go outside and pray.
Okay. So just pray. You're not talking to anyone?
I'm talking to the Stormlord, if he's listening. I'll set up my usual thing. I'll take off my crystal necklace and put it in front of me and kneel down in the snow and reach out my mind and see if he's listening.
Okay. Yeah, do a religion check.
That's a 3.
Ugh.
If you're there, I need guidance. Please, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know if I am capable of the things that you ask of your champions. Violence isn't easy to me. I don't know if I can turn this anger into power or if I should. People of the tender hands need your help. Maybe not your help, but our God's help. There's good people here, like Rayon said, and they need help. Please, I need something. Anything.
Okay. I won't give you. I won't make you roll. The wind starts to pick up a bit once again, similar to your experience back in Lonelywood all that time ago. The wind carries with it the conversation of two people who are walking probably across the square from you as you pray to the sky. And their conversation, they're first talking about they've also heard the rumors of the lottery that is about to be implemented. And one of them says, Jesus. Offering to the Frostmaiden. Why doesn't anyone find the Frostmaiden and we get rid of it? Rid of her. And the other one says, I actually heard some people had been going to the Misty Isle. Hidden among the bergs of the sea of moving ice. Apparently some whale with a boat on its back lives in those waters. They've been trying to find it. Seeing if it knows where the Frostmaiden is.
I'll quickly snatch up my necklace and put it back on and whisper thank you to the wind.
When you come back, there'll still be plenty of drink left.
I think I'm actually going to head towards where Rayon is.
I shall carry on drinking.
I am a few cups deep with the guards and a pot of soup, just being like, you don't need to stave off your hunger for at least not tonight. Drink up, eat, be merry. Don't know how many nights like this are going to exist.
They sort of look. You can tell there's a sadness behind their eyes, but they accept it and say thank you.
Your speaker, does he do right by the town? Actually a decent, good guy?
Waylon is a good man. In fact, in the last election, almost 90% of the town voted for him. He was elected long before this long winter came, and I can only speak for myself, but the decisions he's had to make, I think I also would have made the same choices as well.
If a war broke out between the towns, one that you could potentially defend yourselves against, would you still lend aid to those who might wish to take what you have? Would you still try to help them?
He looks at you and says, "Friend, I don't know if you've been around 10 towns. No one is going to be going to war. They won't even make it traveling to the next town."
How true is that?
So all the towns you've been in, most of them have actually been very small, like 50 to 100 people. This is probably the first big town that you've been to. And in those small towns, I would say most people did not even look fit to go to any sort of battle. Like, yeah, most people are struggling in this place.
Even places like Tourmaline, Argos, and Bridgehampton. Hell, they're super far away from East Haven, yeah. Guess I haven't really been in Bridgehampton much.
Yeah, I think everyone is probably equally. Oh no, it's hard to tell which one's doing worse, but I would say most people, yeah. It's like a general sense of I don't know, inevitable not destruction, but like pessimism between everyone that you meet.
Okay. Yeah, understood. Just gonna keep drinking and eating with these guys. Go. Fair. You make a good point. That. Huh. Silently drinking and eating and like trying to engage them, but like not putting in a ton of effort. Guessing about then is when Ayla, you would show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, you come at good time. Sit, join us. Why don't you have a drink and some soup? It's a bit water thin, but it's the best I could do.
Sure.
Hey, you, guard, what was your name?
This guard, his name is Kalan.
Kalan. You're the one who said that you weren't eating for the sake of your family, right?
Yes, it's actually a common practice for many breadwinners, at least to the people I've been talking to.
And what was it you said about war in 10 towns?
All the 10 towns, they definitely wouldn't be able to go to war with each other. At best, if anybody came to any of the 10 towns, there'd probably be enough warriors for each town to try and defend themselves. But I don't see anybody sending people out to travel. They wouldn't make it.
The roads between the towns are more treacherous than ever before. Not like days of old when it was easy to travel. Hell, Ayla and I just the other day came across an undead creature that almost took our entire party out. Things like that are coming around more and more. Yetis, wolves, undead. Even the giants are going mad.
There might be a way to stop it.
Duh.
Hopefully.
And I am all for that. But in the meantime, there's a lot we could do with no effort and no time wasted on our behalf.
I wish it was that simple.
It's not, but we can make it simpler.
Ryan, can I tell you something that happened?
Sure. Oh, wait, you went in private?
Yeah, particular things that I pray to aren't as welcomed to pray to.
Right. Understood. Hey, you four keep eating. Keep drinking. In fact, finish it off.
They say, "Oh, if you need a private spot, the interrogation room in the back. Well, that's free."
That's pretty ominous. Oddly fitting. Let's go. I close behind us in the interrogation room, look at Ayla. Yeah. Holy shit, is that a puddle of frozen blood underneath that chair?
Some blood.
It's blood.
Oh,
Is it? How fresh is it?
It's frozen, so it's probably been there for a very long time.
I mean... Oh.
just a bit of blood.
Yeah, it's more of the fact that this is just... Like, dude's unarmed. There's no... I guess I did kind of do this with those dwarves.
Look, Ryan, Agab, all guards are bastards.
Hey, they're not all bastards. They're bastards because of their job sometimes, sure.
Anyway, this isn't what I brought you in here to talk about. I think I had a message from the Stormlord.
And?
I heard these people talking. Their voice came to me on the wind. They were talking about this island that was on the back of a whale, somewhere in the Sea of Moving Ice, called the Misty Isle. Have you heard of it?
Bye?
Well, they said that that people were going there to find out more about the winter.
Have I heard about this, Din?
Yes, you don't have to roll for it because so there's a famous whale amongst 10 towners. Its name is Angajuk. Oh, sorry, I'm talking as a moose. And everybody knows Angajuk. It's pretty legendary. A sperm whale that has probably been around for like 200 years that lives in the Sea of Moving Ice. Most people leave it alone, knowing that the whale is a beneficiary of powerful magic. But some hunters, they don't care about, tradition and stuff. And so they know that it's a source of ambergris, which is pretty valuable. Ambergris, what is that?
Delicious hamburgers?
It's exactly like that.
Food.
Solid waxy substance in the intestine of a sperm whale. So they've tried to go for it, but obviously it's still alive, so still there.
I know about this whale. Pretty famous amongst hunters and the tribesmen. The tribesmen stay away because it's supposed to be protected by magic or has a lot of magic around it. Some of the hunters, especially in 10 towns, don't give a shit. Dumbasses, I say. Even entering the sea of frozen ice is dangerous in of itself, let alone trying to hunt this creature down. You
Well,
think it knows?
that's where the Stormlord suggested I go, and I've always followed him.
Makes sense. If this creature has magic, perhaps it's getting it from somewhere. It's old enough, it might know something if we could talk to it. Hell, we've had awakened creatures in the past.
Awakened whale.
This is the first lead that we've had to ending this winter.
Yeah. That's why we should follow it. We could leave tomorrow.
Should. Look, I don't want to press.
I have a feeling you're going to.
You know what I want to do.
Do
You
I?
heard what they said back there. I'll leave it up to you. I just don't think it's right to keep the cauldron. Don't think war will break out. We'll only be able to help people. Yes, we're potentially losing something that we could use ourselves in the future, but I don't care.
I don't want to use it ourselves either, but I think G and Bo both made valid points. If we give it to this town, what's to stop anyone else from coming to claim it?
The frozen wastes. An army could not trudge that path.
You don't know what people in Brynshand are capable of. It's a massive town.
True. This is true. Rainchanter's the one that we don't know about. But I think these people can defend themselves. Hold out long enough, not have to sacrifice innocence, not have to go through what you and I went through. We could spare them that. That's... Yeah. And for the group, too. It sounds like you... I'll respect your decision.
It wouldn't be my decision. I don't want to make this choice, Rayon. And I
Don't
already
we either?
have enough of my plate already without making this kind of choice.
Yeah, but it sounds like the others don't want to leave it here. If I don't have... If you don't choose this, I feel like the others will resent us, or resent me. Or I them. I want to help. You know that. I always want to help. A
course I know.
salve for every situation.
Will you resent me if I side with them?
No. Maybe? I don't know. Really. I don't know.
Maybe we just make no decision then, if we can't make a decision as a group.
Feel like you're at the swing vote.
I'm telling you, I can't make this kind of decision.
I'll leave the cauldron here. Just walk out. And I'm not going to return to the guards. I'm going to wander the streets.
Doing anything in particular?
Nope. Just wandering. Maybe see if there's a local orphanage or something that I can help at.
I think as you're walking around, probably some kid, they start screaming. Like you're looking for orphanage, and you find one, and the kid playing in front screams like, "Ah, Goliath!" And the one of the ladies that's in charge of the orphanage, she comes running out, like, "Oh, sorry, these kids, they think everything large is a Goliath. We don't see them much around here, but we had two travelers come the other day, and they were telling the kids stories about Goliaths who are in the spine of the world. Apparently, they ran into them and they're feuding or something. I don't know."
Huh. That? If you tell me more about that, I can help wrangle some, feed for the kids. And maybe make a cloak or two.
Oh, sure.
You say Goliath guilds are feuding? Like, which tribes?
Well, I haven't been there myself. It was the travelers that I heard it from, but apparently there's two settlements that they visited: Sky Tower Shelter and Worm Doom Crag.
That's interesting. And I'll just spend the evening catching prey, making soup, shit for the kids or whatever, and cloaks. I don't know. Until the next morning.
Okay. Anything on your NG?
No, I've said my bit. G will just probably spend the time, assuming Mo's still there. We'll a few drinks, and then we'd have early nights because neither of us were a big drinkers.
Okay. And what about you, Ayla?
gonna linger in the interrogation room for like a solid 5 minutes after Rayon leaves, and then go back to the tavern, get hilariously drunk, and fall asleep where I fall asleep.
Okay. Probably you will fall asleep, and the proprietor will sort of like shake you awake and find one of the workers to help carry you up the stairs to your room.
It's alright. I can sleep outside. I don't mind.
They'll just clean around you when they can't get you up. But the next day will come, and you would all meet up, assumedly, probably at the inn.
So what have you two decided?
I want to leave it here. That's my vote.
Look, if we can't make a decision as a group, then no decision can be made.
I agree.
Do the people of this town die?
People of this town are going to die anyway. So are
Yep.
people in the next town
Yeah, I understand.
and the
Trust
town
me.
after that. Unless we can find something which is going to help them all.
Speaking of, Ayla found a lead.
Praying is useful. There's this urban legend whale. He exists. And somewhere in the sea of moving ice. And if we go there, we might learn more about the winter.
Urban legend called Angajuk. Well, not urban, more real than anything. Famous amongst the tribes and hunters. Might know how to find the Frostmaiden. Bring an end to this.
Well, I've heard. Yeah. Well, that sounds really weird. But given what else is happening, what have we got to lose?
Right. We leave East Haven. Go to find this Angajuk. End this winter.
Yeah, well, if we do that, then everybody can get back to living a proper life. So how do we find this thing?
To the sea of frozen ice and find a boat.
What are we going to do with the dogs and Bunny and all the other things?
We can stop by Lonely Wood.
On the way.
Oh, if it's on the
Wonderful.
way, that's fine.
It is one of the closest towns
Yeah.
to it all. Yeah.
I was
Oh.
thinking, while we're away, we could leave the cauldron here as a loan to the town. And when we come back, they give it back to us. And
Yeah,
we continue to try to
right.
make a decision.
You really think they're going to give it back? It'll be like, cauldron? What cauldron? And there'll be all these fat, rich people and all these dead, thin ones.
I think we have to
And
give them
poor.
the chance to prove themselves worthy of it.
What I've heard, Town speaker is a decent person. He won't discriminate between the rich and the poor. I'm liking to believe that. And look, to be honest, if we choose to come back here, with Mo's abilities, he could just sneak in and take it. We just need to know where it is, and it won't be that difficult finding it.
I can literally locate it. I've seen it. I know what it looks like.
If they won't give it back,
What if we need it? What if we need to create a huge amount of food to bribe a whale to tell us where this thing is? And the only way we can do it is through a cauldron.
Then that's something that we'll have to face.
You're not forward planning, Brown.
There's a lot of what ifs involved. I'd rather be a little bit more helpful to people that need it than keep it and hoard it forevermore, whether we should use it or not.
So it's the only way I could see to make both of your points happen.
Like I say, you give it. Even if you lent it, you're still creating that situation of those who've got it and those who haven't got it.
And that will always be the case.
Yep. And if you're worried about wars and battles going on,
I'm not.
we can get around on a sleigh. All it's going to take is a couple of hunters to come in and they can create mayhem. You don't need an army. We've proven that.
That's your decision, Ayla?
And how many dead bodies will you have around you then?
I turned from G. That's your decision, Ayla?
My decision.
That's what we'll do.
But you're never putting me in this position again. Any of you. If we can't make a decision as a group, then no decision is made from here on.
I agree.
I'll drink to that.
No, you can't. We've got to leave. Sorry. Time for drinking was last night.
Okay, so we're going to get Mo to drop it off at the along with associated instructions, I guess.
Just plug it on the speaker's table.
Along with associated instructions, the fact that we are retaining the rights to it. And if he doesn't like it, we know some people who will. We have ways of ensuring that we will can retain it if we need to.
Sorry. I'll tell him that it's ours. I can be very
How is my
persuasive.
intimidation? Oh, non-existent. My intimidation. I'm not. Yeah, no, being intimidating is not very good, is it?
So who will be there when you
I
jump
will
out
do
of?
it.
Okay.
I'm first going to cast Enhance Ability on myself with the whatever the charisma one is. So I get advantage on charisma checks.
Before you roll anything, so when you tell him about the whole cauldron, his eyes will light up. And he will say, "My God." And then he sort of looks around his desk. And he says, "I'll give you five gems worth 500 gold pieces for it."
Well, we're not selling it to you. It's a temporary loan.
10 pieces, 500 gold each.
You have this amount of money and you're not using it for the town while your own people are starving.
It will take me 24 hours to get. But money is useless when you cannot buy anything.
Keep your gems. When we come back, we're going to take our property back. If it's gone, if you're hiding it from us, if you try to do anything, we'll take it back and those gems.
Huh? Are you...
If
Okay.
you really try to fuck with us, if you do anything more than that, I will bring the wrath of the Stormlord down upon this town.
I mean, if you're just going to let us use it, I don't know how to thank you.
Feed the children first.
Of course.
All right.
You
Well,
might want to
I-
give it a good clean out first. It had something fairly unpleasant in it to start with.
Okay. And he quickly asks the clerk, Prudence, to come in. And he says, Prudence, you won't believe it. And he explains the whole situation.
do I think that like he's thinking about double crossing us? Does he look like he's going to be a bit duplicitous?
Yeah, you can do insight on the speaker if you want.
I do want to.
Yeah.
11.
No, speaker Waylon is a genuinely good guy. 90% approval.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's head north.
Yep. Back to Lonelywood, and we can drop off the sled, the dogs, and Bunny.
We could have a night in our own actual inn.
Yeah.
That
Or-
would be nice.
I just realised I've still got a set of leather armour I need to get rid of.
It reminds me. That crescent. The amulet that the Groots had. I
Oh, yeah.
think it might be leading us towards the whale. And I'm saying this as we're leaving.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Can Ryan roll a charisma save as well?
Oh. Yes, I can. Ooh.
Was that everybody? Ooh, charisma. Saving
Just
throw. That's
Rayon.
pretty non-existent. Oh, good.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's good.
Oh,
That's
thank
good.
God.
Yeah, this is just going back to last night. I was meant to do it. So Rayon, you get, I guess, nightmares. I don't know if there's nightmares, but it makes you really angry as you get flashes. Like, even though you're just a baby, somehow you formed an image in your mind of when you were abandoned in that river, and you see the face of a face you've never seen before, probably, but you've formed an image of the one who abandoned you. And the anger rises and rises, but in the end, it sort of just washes away as soon as you wake up. But you remember that you had that nightmare.
I'm going to, on our way back, I'm going to try attuning to the necklace.
Yeah, I mean, attuning it, it doesn't do anything.
I just feel the tug towards the sea of moving ice.
Yes. So I guess maybe like a ping. It doesn't actually move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. But yeah, I'll let everyone know. Just like, I think this might be potentially leading us towards the whale. I don't know. It's leading me towards the sea of moving ice. It took a while before it really got to the Groots. I'm hoping I'll have some time before I go completely mad.
What?
Don't knock yourself.
It's gonna make you mad?
Well, it made the Groots mad. That's why he killed himself, I assume.
Mm.
But if it helps us find that whale, might be
Look,
worth
if you get any more madder than usual, we'll let you know.
it. By all accounts, I have 2 months. I don't think 10 tons is gonna last that long.
Let's get going. Let's see which way this thing's taking you, as to whether it's taking us back via Lonelywood. Where is this sea of moving ice anyway? How big is it?
Pretty big.
Is it near Lonelywood?
To the northwest.
Mm. Far?
Between Lonelywood and Bremen, they're the closest towns to it.
Oh.
And you get a bit of a. If I'm being honest, the tree line makes for a nicer journey.
So, how far from Bremen or Lonelywood is it going to take? How long is it going to take us to get out there?
A day? I think.
Well, we're going to need the sledge for the dogs.
We might need to take someone with us to look after them or return them.
Why don't we try that guy that we rescued?
True. He's back at the Groots, isn't he?
Yeah.
Could ask him.
Where did we drop him off? He was in Vincanda, wasn't he?
Nope.
Or was it Targus?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bremen.
was it? Yeah, he was in Bremen. No, we haven't made it to Bremen yet.
No, I don't think we've gone to Bremen.
Was he in Caer Dineval? Or Caer Konig?
No, it was before we met the before I pulled those giant spears out of the ice for giant arrows out of the ice for Rayon.
Bremen or Targos?
Targos.
I think it was been down by
Targos.
Targus.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we're going that way anyway,
Grab him, ask for favor.
well, he owes us,
True.
and this way he's not even getting himself into danger. He's just got to look after the dogs and Bunny and the sledge.
Oh yeah, we had that orphan with us. That's right. We should probably take the kid with us.
That kid's still with
Good
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What have we been doing with the kid each night?
I forgot about him.
He's in the inn. It's fine. There's other
Just
kids.
sleeping with the innkeeper.
Oopsie.
Okay. So you'll probably have an encounter. So I'm just gonna roll on the table. Heading on the road because it's quite far from East Haven too. Are you stopping anywhere?
I need Targos, I think, to see if this guy will help us, unless anyone's got any preferences.
Okay.
Just him.
Targos. give Brynchander a wide berth around it.
Okay. So there's a blizzard today. And it just means your vision is I think it's only 30 feet. I forgot what I wrote. But like traveling on the road is fine. You won't get lost. And oh, okay. You run into some interesting people along the road. Not people, sorry. Creatures.
Ooh.
So there is sorry, I'm just reading this encounter. You see an owl flying towards you at a fast speed, and you only see it when it comes within 30 feet because of the storm. And by then, it's too late when you see that it seems to be accompanied by 4. Oof. Oh, wait, not 4. Three awakened trees. The
A tree.
yes.
Throwing their branches at us.
Yeah, is this? Are we on the yellow brick road?
the owl lands right in front of you with the trees following behind, and turns into a frost druid.
Oh.
And the druid says, "For the Frostmaiden," and it looks like it's going to attack.
Oh, yippee doo!
For the Frostmaiden.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
I just need to set up the encounter map. So let's take a 5-minute break.
thanks.
Yoki.
Okay.
Ugh. Big sip of. I don't even know what I put in this.
I am actually staving off alcohol tonight because I have drunken far too much this weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, haven't you just been drinking for a week straight?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, we're not on holiday.
That's all right. We'll finish by 9, I think. Yeah. Oh, why? Yeah, I mean, it's the thing with D&D, right? Is you get a lot of people who, aren't socially, I don't know, what's the word? Uh, they're socially awkward and oh, wow, thanks. We'll see. So I'm just trying to line up this map. I didn't because this module doesn't come with pre-made battle maps. Maybe I'll just turn off the grid off. Uh, make it easier. So keep in mind the blizzard is on. Oh wait, I put you on the wrong layer. The blizzard is on, so if you are further than 30 feet, I think you just have disadvantage. Yeah, it is. You can roll initiative. Yeah. How manual? What was it? 9. Oh. Okay. I think fretboard is glitching, so just play your own music. All right. So the druid, the druid goes first. Oof. Okay. First thing druid does is cast Ice Storm. Oh. And let me. No, yeah, this all happens. I added Mo. Does anyone want to volunteer to control Mo? I don't think there's any secrets here because it's new sheet. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have anything on here because it's a new sheet. He's using D&D Beyond. If you can, yeah, go ahead. Okay, so Frost Druid. So Ice Storm, a hail of rock hard ice pounds into the ground in 20-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder, and they pretty much put it in the middle. So everyone do a Dex saving throw. Yes. And one from Mo. Oh, nice. Okay, so everyone made it except for Ayla. So Ayla, you get the full damage of 14 bludgeoning, 11 cold. Yes. Everyone else only gets 7 bludgeoning and 5 cold. Yeah, sorry, it's rolled privately automatically. Maybe I could change that now. Okay, and that's all Druid will do. Rayon. That hits. Nice. This druid still looks like she can take a whole bunch more. Ayla. Ah, damn. That's a tree, and this one is the fail. Okay. Thunder damage. Yeah, you're good. No resistances to the thunder. Druid is now bloodied. Okay. Most turn. Yes, that hits. Oh. What's that? Okay. At this point, she is looking pretty critical. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it helps there's a blizzard as well. Nice. G. Okay. The druid dies to your magic missiles falling face to the snow, but the trees remain. Okay. The trees only have one move, and that is to slam. So they will do so, I guess, to Rayon, these ones. One each. This second one hits. Okay. 18 bludgeoning. Nice. The third one is probably like trying to get to the others, but it doesn't have that much movement. So it only gets to like here. And that's the end of its go. It is holding an action though. Right. 18 hits. Ah, nice. Good choice with slashing. Does full damage. But I think at this point, the tree is now withering. Yeah. Anything else? At least 10 feet. Okay. Oh yeah, that's very big. That's alright. Yeah, hit it. That hits. The tree has lost quite a few branches. The leaves are very brown. Mo. Yeah, I thought you forgot. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This tree just turns into firewood. It's all chopped up. Psychically. The tree cannot see. G. That hits. It seems especially hurtful for that tree. It looks vulnerable to fire. So it takes 6 damage. You are. This one will go here, right in between, but Ayla's in the air. So it's gonna attack G. That one. You're too small for this giant tree. But it does get Rayon, I think. 17 bludgeoning. You got sticks stabbed through your skin. That's your turn. That hits. Ayla. $16 hits. Oh my god, that's so bad. Hey, every bit counts, as we said. Mo. Yeah, you did. Wow. Yeah, it just bark and sticks are flying everywhere. And it's all just falling around. Very good. 1 tree left, G. Yeah. Even the bits that you can reach, it's probably just like hardened roots or something. Anything else? Now it will slam on you. Missing. And that's all it can do. Rayon. Yep. This tree's looking healthy still. Hey, look. This tree survives this lightning storm. I don't know. Okay. Oof. No, it's instead of getting the tree itself, you probably get one of its long leaves or something. All right, Simon Moe. That hits. Man, Mo, these rogues, huh? They're just like nukes. This one's not dead yet. Yeah. Very good. G. No. Just stabbing the ground. uh, the tree will try to get G. It hits the same spot on the ground that you hit with Stabby. Rhea. It hits. That is still not enough to bring it down. It's pretty critical now. You might be able to take it out if you do enough damage. Still alive? Yep, barely. Okay. It fails. And that is enough to end the battle and the session. Well done, everyone. Yeah, you can definitely make a lot of kindling out of this. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Let you rest, Simon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.